This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. One of the very real problems we have in this country is with right-wing conspiracies. The reason I say it's dangerous because people take matters into their own hands. And people who take legal matters into their own hands are often referred to as vigilantes. And if you were a child of the 80s like I was, you'll remember the Bernard Goetz fiasco in New York City and the Guardian Angels that sprung up. These idiots with the red berets who take matters into their own hands with zero information, no due process, no investigatory work whatsoever. They just right the wrong that they see, committing crimes against people they suspect of committing crimes. You see, that's the rub. In our system, you are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. That's why cops just don't get to willy-nilly shoot people as they exit a store that they're suspecting of shoplifting. If they have probable cause, they can effect an arrest. Then they can go to court. Prior to that, they can go to a grand jury and then make an indictment, and then an arrest, and then go to trial, and then a conviction, and then a punishment meted out by a court. That's the system we have. Fox News yesterday aired what by any reasonable definition can be considered a vigilante crime. They aired it. They were doing an interview with the Guardian Angel D-bag, and they had the camera flip around to watch an assault live on television. This is where we are with this panic over immigrants coming into this country, over refugees entering this country, with idiots like Greg Abbott busing people to New York City, idiots like Ron DeSantis trafficking people to New York City. He's not even in a border state. There's such a fervor and an anger and an angst based on conspiracy theories that people are now prone to take the law into their hands, whether well-meaning or not, it does not matter. Watch this clip from Fox News, and I hope you're as alarmed as I am.
If you divide 53 million by 500, that's a $106,000 debit card. Not a bad deal. I don't think they're giving them to vets that are homeless in New York City. Not that I've heard, Curtis.
Well, in fact, our guys have just taken down one of the migrant guys right here on the corner, 42nd and 7th. While all this
Can you
is
pan the camera?
They've taken over. They've taken over. You'd like the camera over there if at all possible.
Yep. Oh, you got your key open, guys.
He is out of control. Out of control.
There. All right. Now, Eric Adams often complains he's getting no support from the federal government to help him with the surge of Joe Biden's unvetted illegals in New York. And that could be because of the so-called border czar is a little distracted right now. According to a report, Vice President Harris has now suddenly, quote, found her footing.
What is out of control is what you just witnessed. How do they know that this is one of the migrants? And even if that person was a migrant and not a citizen who just happens to be brown, what did they do that justified bystanders, not duly authorized by the New York City Police Department, not trained in any way in conflict resolution or de-escalation tactics? None of that. These are just idiots who put on the mantle of power that they think they have and are now just assaulting random people on the street. Because let me tell you, if someone comes to me and prove you're a citizen, I would tell them to fuck straight off. I owe you nothing. If a cop came to me and said, prove you're a citizen, I would tell them to fuck straight off. I owe you nothing. This is what we get when the right can go run unfettered with their conspiracy theories and fear-mongering about the border. The next story I'm going to do is about a Tennessee man who had a terror plot. It was thwarted by the FBI, but he was going to be bringing guns and explosives and try to act as a sniper, sending rounds downrange. This is what is at stake here. When we allow the right to act like vigilantes, and when Fox News, a propaganda outlet by any estimation, they get to air and broadcast this as though this was some kind of a win for conservatism, a win for America, completely jettisoning any adherence to the Constitution, to the rule of law, to the presumption of innocence. No investigation was done. Oh, they got one of those migrants. It's out of control. It's out of control. While Sean Hannity bemoans the fact that they're not giving homeless vets debit cards. As though Sean Hannity ever advocates for any program, any appropriation, giving any money to programs that would help homeless vets. It's only a prop when he needs it to be. There's never any dedication to the prospect of solving veteran homelessness with policy. Absolutely not. Gross and dangerous. What do you think? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. I would once again ask if I am your flavor of political commentator, if you appreciate what I do, if I bring you value on a day-to-day basis, please consider supporting this work and becoming a channel member for $2 a month. You can hit the super thanks button, or you can go over to my Patreon page, patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. I'm on social media everywhere at Dollemore. I'd love to see you there. And I will see you next time. Until then, be genuine. Take care of one another.